Before the video starts, I just want to give a quick shout out to the new sponsor here on the channel, Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet has these slender, minimalist, and modern wallets. I've been using this for 2 weeks now, and it's put everything that I need into one little thing. They have the money clip and all my card organization. If you want a wallet for yourself or you want to get it for a loved one, you could use my coupon code DARK for 10% off. You could also find that link in the description. Ridge also has a lifetime guarantee, so if anything goes wrong, you definitely can get what you need and they will help you. So thank you for Ridge Wallet for sponsoring today's video, and enjoy the Explorer.
Heartland of our nation, every weekend all year round, somewhere racing people gather near some quiet country town. Here's the home of dirt track racing, this is what they love and know. Hometown boys in hometown stock cars give the hometown folks a show. This is carnival and circle from miles around. But for drivers and for stock cars, this is rugged proving ground.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another exploration. Today we're checking out an old defunct speedway here in North Carolina. We're currently standing on the old tribe, Native American tribe known as the Occaneechis. They lived here. The speedway is called Occaneechi Speedway, and this place was opened originally in 1949. Before the speedway, there was actually a horse track here, and one of the co-founders of NASCAR at the time was actually in a plane above this forest. He saw the horse track from above, and he actually, the next year, purchased the land, and this actually opened in 1949. The place did really well. It was a NASCAR official track, and it actually closed in 1968. And it was left pretty much abandoned, untouched by time. There was a ton of stuff here. We're on site, and they pretty much made this place a state park. You could walk around. It's a trail. We have some abandoned cars, some racing cars, some stock cars left behind. We have some original ads from the time period. This place is really well preserved, untouched, really not messed with, and that's exactly the type of history I like to explore. So we're here now. We're gonna walk around. If you guys do enjoy, leave a thumbs up, and let's go see this thing. So as we're getting closer to the speedway, we're starting to see some cars. Got this old, not sure what kind of car this is. Kind of looks like a Volkswagen, maybe a Ford. But we got number 44, Herbert Cates. I guess that was his car. We'll take a look inside. Wow. Very liminal in here. The seat is like completely wooden, and this dashboard it's a very nice dashboard, but it's very rusted. Right next to the car, we have an old Pepsi wrapper. No can or bottle left behind, but this is really old little packaging here. Pepsi, the taste born in the Carolinas. I didn't know it was made here. That's a pretty Cool little find here in the woods. Got another car. We got number 72. I like this car a little better, personally. Yeah, these are definitely American cars. This has got to be a Chevy or something. You got the leather seats, the blue leather on the inside of this one. Of course, all the other passenger seats taken out because we're doing races here. A lot more simpler dashboard on this one as well. Just really a absolute beautiful mid-century exterior to this beautiful old car here. So we have some concrete seating over here, and we also came across the finish line, and we have a nice, this is a great old advertisement left here. Occaneechi Speedway, 1948 to 1968.
All across the nation, dirt tracks serve as public proving grounds for new cars. Each year, in more than 2,000 races like this, stock passenger automobiles take the punishment of a year's highway driving in a single afternoon.
Okay, let's take a quick step up here to the grandstands they had here at the Speedway. Limited, you know, nothing crazy, just like Roman style seating. Of course not circular, but just concrete, simple, in the shade for the most part by these trees. And I think the most popular events here, I read online that 15,000 people was not an off number to see at this park. Obviously, there are other places to sit at one point, but from the decades of this place being inhabited or not inhabited, really, trees have grown, and the view that you once had of the Speedway is now blocked.
This is it. The crowd comes to its feet as the pace car moves out of the way, and they're off. Number 87 Chevrolet takes the lead on the inside as number 98 Ford hangs outside. Fireball Roberts and number 22 Ford slips into second place as they roar down the backstretch. Marvin Panch and number 98 has moved up to challenge number 22 for second place, but Buck Baker holds on to that first place position. Buck Baker in number 87 jams his foot to the floorboard, but Fireball Roberts in number 22 hangs on and challenges.
This tree kind of grew right where the speakers were above these stands. You could still see them up there. Or maybe those are even lights. Kind of look like lights, maybe even. But yeah, this tree right here grew right. I mean, look at that. It's just completely consuming this thing. I'm surprised it hasn't collapsed. And clearly, we've just entered the concession stands. I'm assuming we have some more Pepsi Cola ads here. Loving this old logo. Kind of wish they'd bring that back. Might have been repainted somewhat recently. But if it's not, that's even more interesting. Just gotta love the old logos here at this old park. I've wandered on this little trail behind the track, and I'm coming across more buildings here. Not sure what else to expect in these areas behind the track, but maybe we could find where the drivers would relax before races. Oh, okay. So this was the outhouse here. And we have another giant Pepsi Cola ad, of course. Let's see what's inside the outhouse. We got a Pepsi Cola bottle in there too. I swear this video is not sponsored. Looks like this might have actually been the front entrance here once upon a time. Yep, look right here. So this is where you bought tickets for the Speedway. Really nice entrance. I mean, you just kind of park in a lot over there and you have a nice little relaxing, you know, couple-minute walk in the woods. A beautiful racetrack. It's very rare that I've seen racetracks that are kind of in the middle of the woods. It's actually really cool though. I mean, you could survive out in the sun for way longer because you're not really in it. And on the front side of the ticket booth, we do have another ad. Can you guess what it may be? Yep, you got it. Pepsi. The inside of the ticket booth is really nothing special. We got some red carpet, but it's pretty relatively clean in there. Nothing left. Check this out. I didn't even notice this when I walked by this. We have an old advertisement. And look, it's the same car, I believe. 87, isn't that the one we saw? Orange Speedway Hillsboro 100-mile Grand National Race. Prize money, about $5,000 if you won. 1953, 54, and 1955 cars only. It doesn't say what year this ad here is from, but it's a really amazing find. Like, just, I'm so glad they left this here for people to look at. If anybody's interested in seeing race results, we have some here. Feel free to pause. Also have an enormous line, 3 lines, of drivers who have driven here over the years. Another notable fact, or another fun fact about this place, along with the long list of NASCAR drivers that have driven around this track, NASCAR's first woman driver also lapped around here. Louise Smith, she was a notable figure, certainly, being the first female NASCAR driver. I mean, in the 1960s and such, I mean, I can't even imagine being a female driver at that time and what she had to maybe go through to break some of those barriers. So this place is filled with history. I'm just really happy that I'm wandering this place, and I'm in the woods right now. I came across a local, and he actually told me that behind this place, down by the river, there's actually another stock car just tossed, completely abandoned. He was about 50 years old. He said it's been there for decades. He says at least 40 years. So after we explore what we can of this whole racetrack, we're gonna head deep in the woods and see if we could find some more relics. This place has a lot of things here, and I'm already coming across another building here. All the buildings you go to here, they're all on this trail. I mean, it's so peaceful to walk around this place. I'm not sure what this building was used for. It looks like it closed a very long time ago. No labels of anything. but we can get a peek inside. Maybe we can get an idea of what it was. Just really a sheet metal hut used for storage, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this would have been. I'm so silly, this was actually a bathroom here. I didn't notice that sign. We have men there. And this says Loves. Not sure. And here we are, right back at the Grandstands here. Nice quiet place. Now at least, you can imagine how loud this place once was, once upon a time.
Roberts and Baker plow through the second turn, and Roberts moves in front. Down the backstretch, both drivers giving their cars a bone-shaking ride.
Didn't really even mention it before, but this actually is the track. The road we came on. Walk down here. Not sure if it was always dirt. I know originally it might have been. We're gonna do a quick lap around the track. Apparently it was a very dangerous track. There was no guardrails, and right beside this track on one of these turns is actually a river or a creek. So cars ended up in those when they didn't take the turns correctly. So we're gonna walk around this perimeter here, see if we see anything different. I could see some like fencing here, original fencing from the NASCAR track, but we're gonna try to find some ads, something. And if we can't find anything, we're gonna jump into the woods, or at least try to find that old car the local was telling us about. I don't know if you can make it out, but we have some like chicken wire for the fencing around this place, put together by some just sticks with the branches sanded down. Pretty minimal setup. You don't really need to make it all fancy to make it effective. That's kind of what they did here. Slowly making my way around this track here. Haven't really seen anything, but it's a pleasant walk. Quiet, not many people here. And right down here, all you have is this rusty metal fence to protect you from the fall of just landing probably about 20 feet, and then you have a river that flows right next to this track. I mean, look how this is on a turn too. We got the turn, it bends right here, and there's been times where cars have came out and crashed down here. It was a very dangerous course. Maybe that's the reason it closed prematurely to many more that I've been to. Only 20 years is not that long.
Down the backstretch, both drivers giving their cars a bone-shaking ride. Look out! Field champion throws a wheel and over he goes! The yellow flag alerts all drivers to reduce speed and hold their positions. Field champion is all right, but his car won't race anymore today.
Another thing to probably point out is this track was definitely a lot wider back in the day. I mean, I can't really tell how far. I don't see any fence lines or any telephone poles or light poles or anything like that. So we could just guess that a lot of these trees, I mean, they've been growing here for at minimum 50 years. So we could assume maybe the track even hugged the river even more tightly than I anticipated, because this little trail here, it's no wider than about 15 feet. And if we're doing some races here, you're gonna need a little bit more space than that. But so far, not really anything out here. All the other attractions are by the Grandstands. I would have thought there would be more stands out here at least, but not much of anything, just woods. Relaxing walk though. All right, now just like the racers here, we're finishing it where we start, right here at the finish line. That's gonna do it for today's video, everybody. We did the whole explore, walked around this entire property, saw a little bit of history also. It was a nice little walk. Cars were a cool touch. I love the old ads. Places like this just bring you right back in the past. I mean, it's literally hands-on history. Like the closest thing to a time travel machine is just exploring the history around you. You know, no matter where you are in the world, do some research, get on Google, see what's around you, because you never know what could be right in your backyard. And this place was right up my alley. I had a great time. Hopefully you guys did too. If you enjoyed that much, it would mean a lot if you gave me a thumbs up. Also, subscription is also very nice. And that's really gonna do it. Not gonna hold you for too much longer. Have a good day, everybody. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.
Speed, and again Roberts in number 22 Ford streaks away in first place to burn up the track. The field strings out, and the pace begins to tell. Automobiles, pressed under the heavy foot of drivers, yield to the tremendous strain. There's Baker in number 87. Where's Roberts? Roberts eases his number 22 into the pits, and that can only mean trouble. Roberts, number 22, is through. Front wheel trouble. And Buck Baker takes the lead with Marvin Patch in number 98 right behind it. High-speed driving has made the turns rough, but Baker and Patch won't let up in the battle for first place. Down the backstretch, draining every bit of power from their machines, only to jab the brakes and grind through the sharp washboard turns. A brutal test of auto equipment. Moves into striking position, and Baker is boxed in. Patch squeaks past to take the lead. Watch it. Jim Paschal's car is all over the track, but skillful driving brings it under control. Patch in number 98 Ford in front now and tearing up the record books. Roaring onto the backstretch, Baker rams number 87 back into the lead. But as they enter the main straightaway, Patch blasts ahead. How much punishment can these cars take? Paschal's brakes are gone. And he's out of the race. There's the white flag, signaling that Buck Baker is on his last lap. Baker is rewriting the record books in a tremendous show of automotive performance. He roars through that last car-breaking turn and heads for the checkered flag. 100 miles in 1 hour, 12 minutes. A new competition record for the Hillsborough course. Speedy Thompson meets the checkered flag in second place, and Jack Smith takes third place. 100 miles on the dirt, a year of testing in an afternoon of competition.
on a plain dirt track. Brains and motors have their trial as thousands gather round together. This is racing country style. Now we travel from Hillsboro with its color, sight, and sound to another scene of glory, to another proving ground.